Good morning. I just finished wiping down the inside of my tent. There's a bit of condensation, not as much as I thought there was going to be. Temperatures only got to just above freezing, and then it was actually really dry here last night. This is a pretty dry campsite, surprisingly. So that's why I have my quilt out there, just laying, drying out. There's a little bit of condensation that had accumulated on top of the outer fabric. So drying that up before we pack everything up and then go eat breakfast. So I got homemade oatmeal for breakfast today. So we'll just leave that out for lunch. I have Bushka's Kitchen Hearty Harvest. And so this is going to require a cook. So we'll make sure that my stove and this are in the back front pouch of my pack so I can easily access them and then cook up. I have all my snacks here. So I stick those on the opposite side of where I keep my bear spray canister. And I switch my bear spray between each side because I don't want to be kind of putting all the weight in the same way on the same side every single day, day after day. So every day I switch the bear spray, and with that, where the snacks go, so they go on the opposite side. And then I'm going to need my spoon for lunch, so we'll stick that in the front pouch here. And then I keep my garbage on the same side as the bear spray right in there. And I'll usually keep, if I have like a bar for lunch or a cookie, then I'll stick that on the same side as the bear spray as well. I can just see the sky and it looks blue, which is awesome. It's supposed to rain. It was supposed to rain all day today based on the forecast. And I'm going to be doing some pretty crazy willow whacking within the first 10 kilometers this morning. So willow whacking sucks in the best of conditions, but when those willows are soaking wet from rain, then that makes it even worse. So hopefully get a little bit of sun this morning. And if it rains this afternoon and after I get through the willows, then I don't even care at that point. All packed up, ready to go. Time to start the watch for the day so we can track the mileage and elevation and all the fun stats. And then we're ready to go. Fill up on some water as we exit camp. I haven't been filtering for a very long time. And the reason I don't filter is that I really trust these little streams. They're coming straight from the mountains. They're filtering through moss and rocks as they come down the mountains, and there's nothing upstream of them that could potentially hurt me that would be in the water. And if there is something, I'd probably taste it. So I just added my Tailwind Nutrition powder into my water. If you watch my food video, then you know that these are my secret weapon on the Great Divide Trail. I've used these before, and what they are is there's a bunch of electrolytes in them, but what really set them apart is that there's 200 calories per little packet. So sometimes when I'm on the trail, it's really hard to eat an extra protein bar or granola bar to get that extra 200 calories. So being able to add one of these in the morning, one of these in the afternoon, get an extra 400 calories throughout the day really easily has been awesome. And these have definitely made the difference on some of my really big days and really hot days. And then before we get into too many willows, toothpaste tab and toothbrushing time. So I had a little taste of the willows, all wet just because they're covered in condensation, but looks like we're getting serious now. Willows for days. I made it to one of the campgrounds along the trail. It just started raining. Doesn't really matter to me. I am soaked, and that willow whacking is why I'm wearing long pants and a long shirt, as well as the sun protection. I've gone through several sections like that already. They're not nearly as long, but I definitely would have ripped up legs and arms if I was wearing short sleeves and a shirt. The only thing you can do is kind of protect yourself and bulldoze through. Apparently there's still quite a bit more of that to go, like multiple kilometers. So yeah, we're just gonna put our heads down and power through. And then once we're done with kind of this valley willowy section, we're going to be starting onto the first part of Skyline Trail, which is one of the epic trails in the Canadian Rockies. I guess there used to be a bridge here for this crossing. We're going to be crossing the Maligne River. Usually it's a lot deeper and rushing, but right now it's not going to be too bad, I don't think. Yeah, just knee deep, not bad. Hiking pretty fast right now. That's because I'm survival hiking. I'm just hiking to stay warm at this point. It's under 10 degrees Celsius. I'm wet, it's cold, and yeah, not a great situation, but it stopped raining for now, and we're out of some willows for now as well. But I need to just, yeah, keep hiking hard so that I keep my body warm. Otherwise, if I stopped, I'd probably start getting hypothermia pretty quick. Having a nice hot lunch is gonna be really nice. And luckily the Bushka's kitchen only takes 3 minutes to rehydrate once you put boiling water in it. So I don't even have to really wait around too long. You can get hiking really quickly afterwards. The Hearty Harvest is probably my favorite, not only meal from Bushka's kitchen, but I think my favorite freeze-dried meal ever. This is delicious. It has wild boar in it and then a mushroom risotto with like green beans and apple chunks. It's phenomenal and kind of turning today around actually. It's been a pretty miserable morning, but when I eat this, I'm starting to feel really good. It's kind of, Steph described it when she had it before as like Thanksgiving in a bowl, but I would say it's even better than that. I'm not sure how much longer we can trust this bridge, but we're gonna go for it. And isn't it ironic, don't you think? It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you already paid. It's good advice that you just didn't take. And who would have thought of figures? Decided to take the Moose Lake alternate route because we might see some moose. We'll take a look, see what we can see. And then a kilometer after Moose Lake, we hit the beautiful Maligne Lake. And just chilling right by the Parks Canada boat, another moose. You get a little bit closer. Skyline Trails to the left, but we're gonna go see, I've heard there's a little cafe that I might be able to get some hot chocolate at over this way. The hot chocolate was out of order, but I'm gonna have a nice poutine with these views and warm up a little bit. I lucked out, and the entire time I was in the cafe eating that poutine, it was raining super hard. You can actually see it at the end of the lake there, just pouring. And then the sun came out, and it looks like clear skies for at least a little bit here. So I'm gonna head down this road here to the Skyline Trail, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. We're at the trailhead for Skyline Trail. It's 44 kilometers long and the highest trail in Jasper National Park, which is pretty cool. We're gonna be doing 6 kilometers of it today and just a small little bit, and then finishing off the rest tomorrow. So we may see a little bit of the awesome trail, but I think tomorrow is really gonna be when we get into the meat and potatoes. Made it to the Little Shovel campground. Not a ton to see on the way up, but tomorrow we're heading up over Little Shovel Pass and then to the infamous Notch. So definitely gonna have some views tomorrow. And then I'm also gonna be walking into Jasper for a 0 day. So that's gonna be pretty awesome as well. I'm gonna finish eating dinner, go to bed, and we'll see you guys in the morning.